How's it going, everybody? My name's Josh from Elder Drunken Highlander, and today I'm coming to you with It Ain't Magic, our magic-related crafting series. Today we're going to be making our own altar sleeves using the foil peel technique that we've used in some of our previous videos. These work with any perfect fit sleeves and are a great way to bling out the cards that you might not want to ruin by peeling onto, or ones that you can't get in foil like my Nyambi here. This works with any kind of perfect fit sleeve, but for this video I'll be using a perfect fit hard. As usual, I'll be giving away the sleeve I make at the end of this video, so check the description for details on that. For materials, we need scissors, an X-Acto knife, 2 hard sleeves, a bowl of water, Mod Podge glue, which you can find at most craft or big box stores, a paintbrush, a paper towel, and the card we're going to peel. Our first step is going to be separating the foil layer from the paper layer. If you want more information on this process, I recommend checking out the playlist located in the end card of this video. Once you have the foil layer separated out, use scissors to cut out the art box, so it's just the part you're going to use. Then, dunk it in water and slowly remove the paper using your thumbs. This whole video is sped up, you don't need to go as fast as I go. You could risk damaging the cards if you try to go too quickly. Once you're all set, and you have the paper peeled off the back, you can put your card onto a hard sleeve using a different card as a guide. I'm using Shabraz to help size my card because he's very cool. The hard sleeve is going to allow us to cut onto it without damaging the card underneath. Now you see me dab some drops of water onto the back of my paper here. That's to keep it a little bit wet so it can stick to the sleeve. That way it doesn't move around when I'm cutting it. The next step is we're going to be taking our X-Acto knife and using our second hard sleeve as a guide. We're going to cut along the border of the card where we want it to kind of pop out over the sleeve. You don't have to style it this way, you could literally just paste the thing onto the sleeve at any point, but I want it to kind of pop out and look really cool, so I'm going to trace around it with my X-Acto knife. If you're not confident in your ability with the X-Acto knife, you can just stick to scissors. One tip when cutting with the X-Acto knife is you want to make sure that you're removing things in smaller chunks. If you try to do everything all in one go, it could rip when you try to tear it off. Now that it's all sized up and ready to go, we can paste it onto our sleeve. So we're going to put our guide card into the sleeve now just to kind of keep the sleeve rigid. We don't need to size it anymore, but we do want to make sure it's rigid while we're pasting onto it. And we're going to take our Mod Podge glue and put a very, very small amount of it on the paintbrush. You don't want to go with too much. If you get too much, it'll smudge and smear, and then it won't be totally clear on your sleeve. It won't look great. You want to use as little as possible so that it sticks to the sleeve and doesn't ooze out on the sides. So you're going to dab it onto the spots that stick up, and then you're also going to dab it around the edges, especially getting the corners where it's most likely to peel off the sleeve over time. If you take good care of this, it won't peel off, but if you don't glue it properly, it might have issues in the long run. So once that's on, you just slide it and resize it onto the sleeve where you think it's going to go. Run your finger over the edges to smooth it out, and then make sure you quickly wipe off any of the glue that oozes out of the sides. If you mess up like I did just there, it's totally okay. Just resize it and keep going. You have a couple of minutes before the glue dries, and when it dries, it does dry mostly clear. Now I take the card out and you see a few more sponges on the sides, so I'm just going to wipe those off with my finger. It's good to put it over a different surface like the black one that I'm working on here, just so you can see any glue that you might have missed when it was over the card. And that's it. We're done. This sleeve can now go on any card I want in my deck. If you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. And if you want to join our community, check out our Reddit, which will be linked down in the description. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you next time.